explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got it.
He originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when his franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Josh Allen on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Third down.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They're trying to run for the first with Henry. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down.
First down carry for Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Josh Allen.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 42.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Third and 2, Tannehill. On the screen, this is Evans. And they'll wind up getting this this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down, Tennessee.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Let's go.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
This offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this time he is in.
Yes. Touchdown.
Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Jaguars 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now the All-Pro from a season ago. Here's Christian McCaffrey. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Rashawn.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. McCaffrey. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's brought down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Coleman. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
At the Titans' 6-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is McCaffrey. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. To try again after the sack, Tannehill. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's McCaffrey. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Rashaan Evans on the tackle. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Good. Makes the score Jaguars 16, Titans 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And he whips that one incomplete there. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, if they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime, they're fortunate to retain possession.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. That one good for 33 and a first.
At the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Bring it! Bring it! I get him, I get him! Front style, defense. Watch out. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me with some Barbados with the hustle.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
19.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That catch good for only a couple.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Tannehill. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll start with a give to Henry. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Mark 22, Mark 22.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. They brought the house that time on the young rookie. Maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
After the interception, here's Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught by Richardson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First down, Titans.
On first down, Tannehill. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A very solid gain of 27. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
56.
To the air again, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. Quickly completed to the right flat. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 4th and goal.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They snap it to Tannehill. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Is a turnover on downs.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
First and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
2
minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The pass.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Touchdown!
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick, it heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
To throw is Tannehill. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. To throw again on 2nd down, Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Derrick Henry. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Tannehill throwing again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal from the 10.
Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. One last throw here for Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Today's final score.
So this will be a